Appear in Bird Fancier on Tuesday on BBC One as a couple whose marriage is tested by the highly competitive world of pigeon racing. And on
something about it when he found himself redundant and with spare time on his hands. He drew on his childhood memories of pigeon racing, wrote a play and sent it off to the BBC, which filmed it in his own hometown of Sheffield. The final version will be screened on BBC One tomorrow, and Mal hopped into the studio earlier to talk about it. But first, let's take a look at a snippet from the play.
Hey, Dad, she's here. Look at her go.
You little varmint. Go, you waited till I was having a fiddle and then... Christ, she's going like a rocket.
Come on, lass. Come on, then.
You're not needing that, son. She knows where I want her. Come on, me beauty. She come on her own, I told you, son. Inside, son. What a birdie. Oh, bird now she is. Hey, you have a rest now, eh, my little darling. My little girl.
It's a good job my mum's not stood out here. She swore blind you had a woman in there.
Mal, I've got to say congratulations. How do you make the transition from being a lorry driver to being a BBC playwright?
Well, I used to write novels for leisure, you know, to relax, sort of thing. And one of my lads brought a book home from school on one-act plays, television plays mainly, and I thought I'd like to write a television play. But you were made redundant. Now, did you there and then decide that you were going to be... No, I was made redundant once, and then I was out of work 10 months, about 10 months. Then I got another job, and after 11 weeks that folded up as well, and there was no hope of getting another job because there's about 300 lorry drivers on the listing at Sheffield Labour Exchange. So I decided to try and do something with my writing, you know. But how do you set about writing a play for television, which I would have thought was rather detailed to have to do that kind of thing? Well, it is. It's rather complex, but I learnt from a book called Writing for Television, which I bought from a bookshop in Sheffield, and when I wrote it, I sent it to the BBC, and after 12 weeks they sent it back. And they sent a little note with it, you know, the usual note. And there was a bit of encouragement there. Well, what did it say? What did that encouragement? Well, I can't remember the exact wording, but they more or less said, well, not a bad try, like for a first, you know, for a first try. That's very kind of us, isn't it? That nice bit of encouragement. But obviously they were very interested, weren't they? Pardon? They were very interested in the play in the end. In the end, I don't think they was interested in it then. I rewrote it, and in the meantime I got an agent. I sent it to my agent, she sent it to Terry, and he accepted it. What will you feel when you see later on your name on BBC television, Bird Fancier by Mal Middleton? I mean, will it give you a big kick? Yes, it will, yeah. Yes, and I shall remember that. I shall probably look back to when I was writing it, you know, because it was nearly 2 years before it was produced, owing to setbacks, you know, the BBC. Well, Mal, it's a tremendous performance. I take it you've retired to the south of France on the fee, have you? Oh, yeah. Mal, we're looking forward to seeing it. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Thank you.
And how...
24 hours, wintry showers.
Elphick as Joe, a pigeon racer whose success with the ladies is surpassed only by the racing victories of his blue-pied hen.
How much have you won today?
I've scooped the bloody lot again. What with side bets and all. Well over £1,000.
1,000 quid, Dad?
Aye, a bloody 1,000, son. 1,000!
But when Joe's winning streak attracts the attention of his competitors, the consequences of his success come home to roost.
Oh, is that blue-pied hen we've been hearing all about?
Aye, that's her.
She doesn't win anymore. She doesn't win last water race in a fortnight's time. And she doesn't win next season either. Got me?
You've got to give Joe Desmond his due. He knows how to keep his birds happy.
He does that.
Did I ever tell you what a lovely body you've got?
Bird Fancier, tomorrow at 9:25 on BBC One. Bird Fancier. Joe's lucky streak attracts unwelcome attention.
Those you big shots.
Clue. So we're quartering them all in the same area.
I'll just go pack my gear.
Your gear's already been moved.
Just like that. I mean, somebody went down, packed up all my personal things, and moved me right on out.
You weren't in your room, so we moved it for you.
Well, there's still a couple of things I need.
We packed everything.
Well, can I just go down and check?
Hey, what's the matter with you anyway? We packed all your stuff. You're in another room. Now, what's so important about room 23?
I just need some posters and cards and letters, stuff like that.
You can pick up...
Stop right there. Now look.
Good evening to you. No sign in the let-up of this very cold weather, but at least the major snow area that we've had in the south is moving very slowly northwards now. But let's look at tonight, though, in a bit more detail, and a very severe frost. Earlier on today, I said it could go down as low as -8 centigrade, but I think it'll be even lower than that, down to -10 or 14 Fahrenheit. Some snow showers around, and even more in the way of snow, gradually working its way slowly northwards now. And I think as we go into tomorrow, that snow continuing to work its way right up across Scotland, and there could be some fairly heavy falls of snow, I think, up over these northern hills. On the other hand, Northern Ireland, Wales, western parts of England, central and southern and southeastern parts, here, although a very cold day, a fairly bright one, some sunshine, but some snow showers around as well. One or two fairly heavy ones, perhaps over the moors and the mountains of Wales. But in the southeast, nowhere near as much snow as we've been used to recently. But a very cold day, temperatures barely up to freezing. Let's go back to the Atlantic chart now and see what's in store over the next few days, because there will be some changes taking place. This ridge of high pressure will pull away and allow this low pressure area to track its way in. It'll be coming into the channel. In fact, I can show you a chart for a couple of days' time. You can see that low pressure area tracking its way up the channel, bringing in some quite strong easterly winds. They'll bring some snow too, the snow chiefly, I think, over central and southern parts of the country, and in those very strong biting easterly winds, I think it'll probably be drifting. Well, that's all from me. A very good night to you.
On BBC Two in a minute, Ian Kennedy explores more of the ethical problems confronting the medical profession in Doctor's Dilemmas.
Tomorrow on BBC One, Real Lives focuses on the young Russian violinist Victoria Mullova, who defected to the West in 1983. This film follows her first year in America, highlighting some of the emotional pressures she's felt.
Of course, my mother is crying every night. I think so. I'm sure. It's very painful for me to think about it. Because now I feel so bad when I think about them. So I can imagine how bad for them.
Victoria Mullova's progress is followed in Real Lives tomorrow evening at 9:25 on BBC One.
Back to this evening now, and in an hour's time, Paul Allen and Claire Harrison take another look at the arts in the north in Northern Lights. That's after tonight's play, The Bird Fancier.
long now, Dad.
No. Another half hour. She'll be coming in over them flats.
Do you think she'll win the game?
Oh, it's not flying today, can lick her.
She's a banger, ain't she, Dad? A little banger.
Aye. Best I've ever had. And I've been flying for 20-odd years, you know.
And just think, Dad, we bred her ourselves.
Aye. Our little blue-pied hen will take some licking today. There's nought in Sheffield can show her the way home.
And they've got a tail breeze today, aren't they? Crikey, she'll come like a bullet.
They'll have a tail breeze, but it depends on winds over bloody channel. I reckon she'll get well up and come in on her own if I know her.
Isn't this a long way?
That bloody well is. It's in France, isn't it? I mean, that's a long toss on a bloody long toss.
I think pigeons are best birds there are. I mean, when you come to think on it, they fly all the way over from France over lovely countryside and lot, just to come back to this coop.
Well, it's their home, isn't it? I mean, if someone dropped you in the middle of Froggyland, you'd want to come home, wouldn't you?
But I don't live in this coop.
What do you mean, this coop? What's wrong with this coop, eh? We don't keep it warm, clean, feed me birds well, treat them like babbies. I mean, I spend more time up here than I do with your mum.
Come on, Dad, you know I didn't mean it like that.
Bloody chick.
Come on, you know I didn't mean it like that.
I know you didn't, partner. And don't handle her like that. She'll end up oven ready. Go and get Ray's clock. She'll not be far off.
Why did we only send 4 for today's race, Dad?
Well, we only sent the best son. There's not could beat that blue-pied hen. Not as yet, any road.
Hey, look well if we got first and second, eh?
I'll settle for first. I'm not greedy. Hey, you! You keep your minces on them flats.
Hey, Dad, she's here. Look at her go.
You little varmint. Oh, you waited till I was having a fiddle and then... Christ, she's going like a rocket.
Come on, lass. Come on, then.
You're not needing that, son. She knows where I want her. Come on, me beauty. She come on her own. I told you, son. Inside, son. What a bird, eh? Oh, bird enough she is. Hey, you have a rest now, eh? My little darling. My little girl.
It's a good job my mum's not stood out here. I swear blind you had a woman in there.
Have you any idea what a magnificent racing machine this is, eh? She loves me, you know. I swear blind she knew I was skint before she started winning, and now look at us.
How much have you won today?
I've scooped the bloody lot again. What with side bets and all. Well over £1,000.
1,000 quid, Dad?
Aye, a bloody 1,000, son. 1,000. You little darling.
Good Joe. Right, Micheal. Where you going?
I'm going home for my tea.
What about bloody race? I'll be back any time now, man. Only got some machines to set up at work, it's made me late.
Shouldn't work Saturday afternoons, you know, you grabbing sod.
Oh, my partner's up there.
Ah, he is. I just spoke with him.
Have you out back yet?
No chance. Not with the wind up their asses.
What are you taking her up for, then?
I said you'd out back. I didn't say we hadn't.
Not that bloody blue-pied hen again?
Not much. Been back 25 minutes.
Impossible.
You wait till you see time at Pigeon Club tonight.
I'll pull in my bloody leg, man.
Straight up, kid. When they get them clocks open, you're all in for a bloody dose of shocks, I tell you.
Well, what about t'other birds I sent, then?
Well, my little partner's clocking them in. Hey, you. Don't forget that side bet we had when you come in tonight. Afternoon, Mrs. Thatcher. You knackered out up again today?
Daft bugger. But hey, what's up with France race then?
Not wrong with race, still on. Was on.
Was?
Guess who won again?
Oh, not again, Joe. Not that little M-bird again.
Aye, she wins the next one. I will have swept the board this season.
Why don't you get rid of that old bike now, then? You could take me out when Roy's on nights if you got yourself a nice little car.
Now, what for?
Well, you must have won a right packet this season, Joe.
Oh, I've won a fair amount. I've got no time for cars, have I? Spend all my time with my birds, apart from work.
Wouldn't you like to take me out, Joe? You know, to a pub out in country, somewhere like that.
Yeah, of course I would, love. But I mean, I have to spend all my time with birds, don't I? And after work, you know, I've only got time for a couple of pints down at Pigeon Club. I mean, you know, Newbridge Inn being close to allotments like.
You're all alike, you bloody pigeon men. All you think about is pigeons and booze. And if you're not seeing to them, you didn't booze or talking about them. All Roy uses our car for his work and sodding pigeons. He never thinks of taking me out in it.
Oh, been neglecting you, has he? I bet he done it in bed.
You should talk, Joe Desmond. All you want me for is sex.
Good though, isn't it?
You get more than he does, you sexy little sod. You're a bloody expert, you are.
The landlord said, how'd you manage that? And he said, I just changed the cock. And she said...
Small world, isn't it?
Telling you, I reckon it's a record, Joe, lad. Aye. A nice pick-up and all.
I think I've cracked it this time. 1,050, not bad, eh?
Oh, my Joe can race a pigeon, can't you, though?
Don't forget our little partner.
Oh, he's pigeon mad as Ollie, just like his dad.
Oh, I've never seen a pigeon like that, Blue Hen. So bloody consistent.
Ah, she's a good one. Comes on her own, you know. She doesn't fly with pack. She goes solo. When she gets home, she hits the back of that coop like a flaming bullet. I tell you, lad, no messing. Doesn't hang about. Bit like you.
I heard about that, and you said you would do it.
No, I didn't.
You bloody did. Oh, do you liar, buddy?
Right, then. Hey, been on in the gear, Joe. One again, chuff. Huh? How much this down?
£1,050 notes.
What? It's got bloody full again, then.
Just about.
Gin, love?
No, I'll have a lager first, love.
Anybody else want one?
Hey, come on, kid, I'll get 'em in.
Oh, well then, on second thoughts, I think I will have a gin.
Hey, I can hear. Hey, Ted, drinks all round for all the fishing club.
Oh, well done, lad. Good on.
This one's on my little blue end.
Hey, there's some young ones off that blue hen and all, aren't there,
Oh,
Joe?
that's all right, kid. You wait till they start. You know that little red cockamar? You know, one that comes second in last France race?
Oh, I thought you lost him during winter.
No chance. Anyway, I paired him up with my blue pied in. So I'll leave you to guess what you're up against. Come young bird races.
Crafty bugger. I thought you lost that cock bird.
Yeah, thanks. Come on, it's up you lot. Make room for two little ones.
Come on.
Oh, see the wife's in the pink?
Very nice, love.
Like this tea. Hello, Murray. Cheers. You look tired, Susan.
She will be tonight.
What? Rudolph, cup of cocoa.
Come on, pitch up.
Yeah, love. Hey, it's your night tonight at all, isn't it, Joe?
Oh, that depends.
Depends on whether I can manage you to that.
How much ale I suck.
Joe celebrated tonight, eh, Joe?
Joe's always celebrating, aren't you, Joe?
If you're going to talk about how I can't fly, I'm going to a bloody toilet.
What's up with Joe, Shirley? Is he losing interest or what?
You like to know, Brian Fox.
Hey, 1,000 bloody quid. Aye. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, well, have one for me while you're at it. You see what you've done? You've scared the living daylights out of our Christine.
I wish someone had scared daylights out of me.
Not be long now, Susan, love.
I don't think I can wait.
Oh, put it down. You don't know where she's been.
I know where she's been, though, don't I? Yeah? What are you having?
Fine.
Oh.
Snake bite.
Oh, snake bite. All right, since I'm forking out. Hey, Ted. Yes, could I have one snake bite? Nice morning, love.
Dad?
Hello.
I'm going up to Coop's, OK?
You had your breakfast?
Yeah.
All right, see you about 10, half past.
OK, see you, Dad. See you, Mum.
Be careful, love. You're late going to the Coops today, aren't you, love?
Well, it's Sunday, isn't it? Bit of a lie-in.
What for?
Come down here and I'll show you.
I'm not. I don't know what you mean.
Come here. Must be a good comic, that.
Yeah, it's very good. OK, Dad. You're late today.
Cheeky bugger. All in one breath. Sound like our foreman.
Must be 11 o'clock.
It's 5 to and it's not off when I'm late.
I'm keeping an eye on you because you can't win with unfit birds.
Cheeky bugger. Hey, I bought a flask of tea, bacon sarnie.
Oh, thanks, Dad. I had some cornflakes earlier, but I'm still hungry.
You can't win races with a hungry coop manager. Hey, they're well up, son. How long have they been out?
Not long, because I cleaned Coop out and what have you before I let them up.
You could have let them go earlier. Not going to get a pint in at this rate.
Why not?
Because it's Sunday. They close at 2 o'clock.
Blimey, it's only 11. I can get them in, can't I? What's wrong? Don't you trust me?
Yeah, of course I do, silly lad.
Morning, Joe. Bit late today, weren't you?
I had something on.
Mean something in, don't you? They're going for a pint later?
Yeah, about 1 o'clock.
You know that blue pied hen of yours, Joe? Any chance of buying a couple of eggs off her? Couple of young ones, like?
Not yet, kid. I'll be racing them myself, won't I? Hey? It's taken me bloody years to find that strain, consistent like. I'll be crackers if I start spreading it about yet.
You're going to keep it to yourself then, like?
Of course I am. For a while.
It's selfish though, isn't it?
Oh, be right, Roy. Come on. Take me bloody years to build up that strain. You're like vultures, aren't you? I didn't notice any bugger coming to help me out when all them years I were losing.
Ah, well, I know, but I mean...
No buts about it, Roy. I've had my fair share of losing. You wait till next year. I'll show you buggers what racing pigeon's all about with the stock I'm building up.
Don't know about next season. You've not done so bad this season. And there's young bird races to come yet, you know.
Yeah, but they're any buggers' races, aren't they? When they're much more mature, it's a different ball game, isn't it?
Oh, don't forget, some big shots race pigeons and all.
What, you mean all them lads with rattle that stand at bar and tavern talking about pigeons if they know all about them? Who's bothered about them chuffs?
There's some at Pate have you stopped?
Have me stopped?
Ah. Some of these so-called big shots in this game, they pay big money for top birds. They don't like it when somebody like thee keeps standing their asses for them.
Little bird like my blue-pied hen comes once in a lifetime if you're right lucky. What with her and her offspring, I'll show you how to make them big shots set up.
They have ways, why don't they worry?
Ah, don't talk daft. They got to lick me first.
They have ways, Joe.
Screw them. Come on, Lee. Get them in.
Come on, then. Come on. Come on, then. Come on, then. Come on, then.
I'm nearly ready if you're bloody interested.
All right, love.
All right. It's a bugger having to pack me son up.
You should have asked, love.
Asked? Doesn't need asking. Going on nights, ain't I?
Oh, don't be so childish, Brian. It doesn't hurt to make yourself a few sandwiches. You're always the same when you're on nights.
I hate bloody nights. The person who invented nights ought to come back and get buggers done. A bloody burglar shift, that's what this is.
Never mind. It'll soon be weekend, and you can get up to pigeons and fly to your heart's content.
Where do you think I've been all afternoon? Silly kid. When I get up on top of that hill, and I'm looking down on the world and the birds are flying around, I'm in another world, you see. I forget all about bloody BSc and nights.
You've not been up at pigeons all afternoon, so
Oh.
don't give me that. I could smell your breath before you got to the top of entry. You've been in New Bridge boozing with Jack Croft and Tommy Regan.
Well, what do you expect, eh? Tom's on regular nights and Jackie's stuck in that place behind the bar on his own all the time. Oh, what was your time?
Crikey, what's up with you? You're usually shattered, especially on this shift.
Ah, well.
Perhaps at weekend, if you're not too busy flying pigeons.
No praps about it.
Well, that was beautiful, Joe. Fantastic. Am I really the only one you love, Joe?
Of course.
Really? Wish my Brian could do it like that. By heck, he's absolutely useless. Straight on, 2 minutes, straight off. Need to sleep before I've got back into my flaming nightie. Shh, you're waiting the kids.
I'm sorry, love, but I mean, you're a bloody comedian, you are. You ought to go on stage.
What? What's so funny?
Well, I'm just thinking of your Brian rolling on and off.
When he's on nights like this week, I get out until Saturday night. Then we have a mad 2 minutes. I should say he does.
Well, what's the matter with him? I mean, you got 2 kids, haven't you? Or did you get a striker in?
Cheeky sod. No, I didn't. Honest, Joe, do you really love me?
Well, of course I do. I pop in, don't I?
Oh, be serious, Joe. That's trouble with you. You're never serious.
No, you're always on about this love bit.
Well, I think a lot about you.
Well, I do you. But I don't want to own you.
Thank you very much, I'm sure.
Oh, come on, Sue. I've got to go soon.
I'm sorry, love. Again?
Oh, my. With a body like yours, any time.
Oh, Joe. Oh.
Come on, Joe, it's 7 o'clock.
Morning, love.
Do you want any breakfast, love?
No, not be bothered. I'll have a sandwich at break.
Going to work on the bike?
Well, I always do, don't I? Hey? Not paying out for bus fares just for the sake of a couple of miles.
Why don't you spend some of the money that you won this season and buy us a nice car? I mean, that old bike's about done for.
Why is everybody bloody mad about cars, eh? We don't need a car. They're a load of trouble. I'd rather have an old bike any day.
Oh, I liked you and that old bike. You must have had it 15 years. I bet it could tell a tale if it could speak.
Aye, it might do it that too, lass. And it's nearer 20 years.
We must be the only people in this street that don't have a car of some sort.
If we need a car, we can hire one, can't we, eh?
Yes, I know, but it isn't as if you can't drive.
I learnt it in army.
I'd love a car, Joe. Even if it was just to show them next door that we can afford one.
I'm not bothered about them next door, lass. Maybe we'll get one next year, but I'm in no hurry.
Next year? We won't want this year while we can enjoy it.
What do you mean? You think I'm going to be bloody senile next year or something?
Oh, you're always putting things off. If it were anything for the bloody pigeons, you'd soon be off spending.
You what? You bloody what? Don't you call my pigeon woman. Don't you bloody dare. Who paid for carpets all round here? New three-piece suite. Who paid for bedroom suite? Fitted bloody wardrobe in Lee's room. Who paid for you to take your mother on bloody holiday? I'll tell you, blue-pied hen, that's who.
I know, love.
You might roar, by hell you might. She flew her heart out for me. Nay, that's for us, woman.
I know, love, she's done us.
Them stuck-up gets next door haven't had anything like you've had this year. I mean, any silly bugger can buy a car on knock, spend all their time polishing the bloody object.
I'm sorry, love, but you must admit you spent a lot of time up there. I mean, some days I hardly see you, and you couldn't come on holiday with us because you were too scared. You couldn't trust anybody with your pigeons.
Come on. You got any idea how much that little bird's earned us this season, eh? There's another water race to fly yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, love.
All over a bloody car. I'll see you tonight. After I've seen me birds.
My mum says we might be getting a car, Dad.
Oh, don't you start, for Christ's sake. What's the matter with everybody?
Well, it'd be handy, though. We'd be able to go to the seaside.
And who's going to fend for these, eh? We toddle off to Skeggy every week. I mean, just leave them to fend for themselves.
Well, I thought after last water race, we could feed them up and let them do without exercise now and then.
What about young bird races, eh? Surprised at you, lad. Birds have got wings to fly, not to be cooped up all day. Thank you, little darling.
Well, I didn't think they dirt, Dad.
If a man ain't prepared to spend time with his birds, he shouldn't entertain keeping them. You see, son, once you settle a pigeon, it's your responsibility. Because then that bird's totally dependent on you. That's all there is to it. Where the hell did they come from?
Dunno, but they didn't come up path.
They must like exercise.
You're Desmond.
Aye, that's me.
Albert Sears. Scrap metal, scrap man.
I've heard of you.
This here's my racing partner. Bill Shaw, he's a scrap man and all.
It's my son, Lee.
How do, young'un? You know quite a bit about pigeon racing.
A bit.
Quite a bit. Your dad teach you, did he?
Yeah.
I hope you'll appreciate today, son.
He is.
Money you've won, he'll be buying you a private jet or something.
Getting a new bike, can't I, Dad?
Oh, yeah, that lad.
How many grand is it?
A few.
Aye, it is and all. You've not given anybody else in Sheffield a chance this season. Tell you what, son. Go buy yourself some spice.
No thanks, mister.
Oh, go on. I don't want no change.
No, sir.
A youngster who doesn't like spice. Can we talk private, like, Joe?
It's now you've got to say my lad can't hear.
Right. I'll get down to nitty. You've won a lot of money this season.
Right.
You've won all your club races and all your federation races and all.
Right again.
Bloody whitewashed us all, ain't you?
As you know, me and Bill here are keen pigeon men. We race with the best club in Sheffield, Quarry Edge. Our birds have cost us a lot of money. Right, Bill?
Too bloody true. We've spent a fortune on our setup.
All right, what's all this leading up to, then?
I mean, I don't mind you thropping your own club flyers, but we all enter the federation races.
Oh, you don't mind? Who the bloody
No, Joe. Oh, is that blue-pied hen we've been hearing all about?
Aye. That's her.
She doesn't win anymore. She doesn't win last water race in a fortnight's time. And she doesn't win next season either. Got me?
Now what? There's not a bloody bird in the country can beat her, let alone Sheffield bloody fed.
You're not listening. You're not on my wavelength, Joe. She doesn't win because she's not entered.
Oh, aye. And who's going to stop me entering her, eh?
He must have cloth ears or summat.
You're too loud, Ken. You won't have any friggin' ears.
All right. Cool it, Bill. Tell you what I'll do, Joe. I'll take her off your hands. For breeding, like, I won't race with her. I'll give you a grand for her.
Yeah, marvellous, isn't it, eh? As soon as you big shots hear about a good bird, you want it in your coop, don't you? Well, I'll tell you how it is. You may be big noises in the scrap trade, you may have bags of money, Or when it comes to racing pigeons, you've no bloody idea.
No, why is that then?
Because you can't buy birds like her. You have to breed them, care for them, nurture them like a prize flower. Give them some love, then they really race for you.
1,500.
Now who's not listening, eh? No amount of money can replace the thrill I get when that little hen drops into that coop after a race, knowing she's miles in front of all the others. What a thrill, eh, lad? What an achievement. To see that from an egg to her.
2,000, and that's my last offer.
Ah, you're wasting your time.
Not very cooperative, are you, Joe?
I told you, you want to beat me. Just get some good stock and beat me fair and square. She's not for sale at any price.
Spend a lot of time up here, do you, Joe?
All of me time.
Of course, you got to sleep.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it means just that. If I were you, I'd bring my bed up here.
It means, seeing as how you seem to care so much about this here bird, like, Joe lad.
You never know, something might happen to her. I mean, a cat might get into your coop. You know as well as I do what bloody cats are. They kill for the sheer bloody fun.
More like bloody rats.
I once saw a coop after a cat had been in. Not a pretty sight, Joe. Now left alive.
I think you two better piss off. I don't take to threats. I don't cotton much as to so-called pigeon men who'd kill a man's birds just because he's won a few races.
A few races? And who set out about killing your birds? He jumps to conclusions, doesn't he?
I'm telling you, Desmond. Don't enter that pigeon in France race week after next. Not if you think out about her.
I should think about it. Know what I mean?
Hey up, Ben! Break your bloody heart this week.
GB 79S 38841.
Blue checkered cop. Right. Desmond and son. Hey up.
Hey up, all right. Hey, Joe.
4, is it, Joe?
That's right, Mick.
I know which one will be flying.
Aye.
I thought so.
I'm not bloody winning out today, though.
GB80J 37250.
Hang on a minute, hang on.
Hey, handler, Jen.
Oh, it's a nice
Try
bird,
this week,
that.
Joey.
It's a nice bird, not seen one better. What was that number?
80J
All right.
37250.
All right, look by them. Right.
Keep your eye on them, too.
Thank you. GB81X.
All right, got it.
Well, well. Tommy Regan.
Hi up, Joe.
Right.
Is thou lost out, Joe?
How are you doing?
All right, Joe. I said, is thou lost out?
Lost out? No, I don't think so, kid. Why? What you found?
Are you sure you're not lost out, Joe?
Well, I don't think so.
It's your bell top, isn't it?
Hey, I was looking for that. Where'd you find it?
In our bloody entry.
I don't believe it. Must have been last Saturday. You know, I must have dropped off when I called him when we were going up to allotments.
Funny. I only found it other morning when I got home from work.
Well, you'd be half asleep, wouldn't you? What, we're working nights.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, John.
Tom. Right.
Stuart. Joe.
Aye, you're probably right at that. Many roads, how many birds you're sending?
4.
You're sending her, are you?
Well, I should think so, wouldn't you? Go on, I'm going to have a fight.
Aye. Oh, I'm drinking with Brian. He'll be paying for mine with any luck. We're off soon. We're both on nights.
Well, you'll... See you late. Must be crackers working bloody nights. Oh.
Yeah, I'm always on nights regular. In fact, Ruth keeps throwing hints out. She thinks I neglect her. Mind you, I'm not as bad as Brian. He's bloody useless when he's on nights. To tell you the truth, I don't think he's got a lot of lead in his pencil. And that Susan, she's the right piece, isn't she?
I'll tell you what, lad. I don't take much notice of that sort of thing.
It's a bloody tragedy. Somebody somewhere ought to be getting up their arses and doing something about it. I agree with you. Oh, now you're here. It's your shout.
Oh, give him another pint then, Ted.
How many are you sending, Tom?
7.
Ah, we're sending 10. Thought we might have a last bash at what a race before end of the season for old birds. Mind you, if Joe's sending his blue pied in, we don't stand any chance, none of us.
He's sending and I've just seen it.
Yeah. Cheers. I'd like to wring her bloody neck, I know that.
Only a lot more likely. Here, with a bit of luck, she'll fly into wires coming up the valley and chop her bloody head off.
Are you bringing Ruth in for the results on Saturday?
Oh, I suppose so. She's dead keen lately. Hello, lads. Hello. Hi.
I was going to... How are you getting on, like, you know, being on nights regular for, you know, sex job, like, for leg over?
Don't bloody ask. Sometimes I think some bugger else is sawing a length off.
Now, it's funny that I should say that, because I get the same sort of feeling, especially being on nights. Not that I mind, like, you know, well, not being on nights and any road, like.
Well, Ruth reckons it's pigeons and booze, you know. Anyhow, frig it. Let's piss off and get changed and get to work early and have a couple of pints on the steelmakers before we clock on.
Right, that's right on, kid. And I'll tell you what, I'll see you at Toppert Road at 7:30.
It's not just me that thinks it, lad. Think, Ted. Straight, innit? Bob, I think I should have kept her out of this last race.
Ah, shut up, you pillock. You sound like Sears and Company.
I tell you that Ben get to be up to see, they didn't I?
Well, sod the bastards.
Mind you, Joe, there's no bugger stands a chance when that blue end of thine's flying.
Christ's sake, Roy, stop bloody snivelling and get around in.
Right, though, isn't it? It's not, it's that round.
Fine.
Right, I'll have vodka.
You know what you can do?
What?
Breed faster birds.
I tell you what, when Roy sends, he packs them a pair of boots apiece. Because I swear the buggers walk back.
Now, what's the bloody frock feeling up? Have some good birds, me lad, don't they fret?
Oh, we're all in the same boat, Roy. Look at the time that Joe sent and come nowhere.
Ah, you don't think about them times, do you?
Every now and again you get a bird that stands out. Now, you know you can't lick it, so you just wait and try a bit harder. Then one day, bump, another bird beats it. That's what it's all about, Roy. And I'll tell you this. Even though Joe's bird's going to whack us a Saturday, it doesn't stop adrenaline flowing, does it?
I don't know about you lot, I'm fed up with that bird coming in streets ahead at second.
Well, you're going to be sick come Saturday, I tell you, because I've not seen her fitter. She were fair throbbing in my hands. Like a spring all coiled up, just waiting to be loose.
Look at him, trying to cheer us up.
Well, I'll see you lads tomorrow Friday.
Hey, it's only 9:30. Shall I put you on a promise?
Might be. See ya, lot of ale carts.
Bloody warm and they.
"8 feet long, 3 feet tall, weighing 300 pounds. A powerful hunter travelling at 35 miles an hour. Every day,
Hello, love.
must hunt to live."
Curtain's been open ages.
Mr. Reagan gone to White House, has he?
I don't know about the White House. Well, no, he's gone to the BSC first. He went early tonight. He's calling for a pint before he clocks on.
Oh, well, you know me, love. I'm not one to keep a man from his pint.
You've been for a few. I can smell it.
Oh, well, I mean, I had to kill some time somewhere, didn't I? Yeah, I brought you some earrings.
Lovely.
We've been ringing up birds for France race tomorrow.
Last race this season for the Blue Hen, isn't it?
Aye. She can have a bit of a rest after this.
Did you lock the door? Don't you think it'd be a good idea to close that curtain? We don't want any peeping Toms.
Well, I'm not bothered, as long as it's not your Tom.
The herdsman allows the lioness on the farmland to stalk into position.
Do you love me, Joe?
Yeah.
Honest?
Yeah, honest.
Swear, Joe.
Oh, bloody hell.
Chuff, come on, swear.
Well, I just did.
Joe Desmond, if you don't, pack it in.
Oh, man. What am I going to swear on?
Your pigeons.
Did I ever tell you what a lovely body You've got.
Don't get off the subject.
I've no intention of doing out.
Hope the weather's as fine on Saturday as it is today, Joe.
Well, I don't give a bugger as long as it don't rain.
It's been a scorcher today. Oh, cheers, Joe.
Any time we pull up clocks, Mick?
Oh, I suppose so. It's about time. If everybody's ready. Is everybody ready? And don't forget, nobody pulls their own clocks. Nobody pulls their own clocks. Bloody hell. I'll just ring up Tim.
Hey, Ted, got lipstick on this glass.
The same bloody glass you had last night, Joe. Get it down here, do it good.
Hey, hush now. Hush, hush, hush. You ready? Aye, aye. Three, two, go! Any resets? No.
Oh, clear. Oh, all right, then. Hold on. Yeah. Hey, get him in, Roy. Go on.
It's that round, isn't it?
I got mine last time.
My belly's fair whacking, Dad.
Why?
I'm scared she might get beaten on the last race of the season.
You got to know your birds, son. Give them plenty of love. They come back for more.
Did you get weather report?
Oh, aye, you got to know what's appertaining. Weather were good at release point. They were liberated early. It's blowing a bit over the channel, but it comes good again up country. They've got a following wind. We should have some very fine times today.
Blowing over water. Is that bad?
No, that won't worry them. Clever flyers, you know, racing pigeons.
I read somewhere about a load of good pigeons that were lost in the Irish Sea some years back.
Oh, I remember that. It were clouds dropped down at sea level. Poor little sods could do out about it. They tried to fly underneath and they flew straight into waves. I blame the silly pillock who sent them out in that weather.
Yeah, but if it's windy, Dad...
Don't worry yourself about a bit of wind. Not with these birds. I mean, what do you think we keep them fit for?
What time do you make it, Dad?
I wish you'd calm down, you know. You're making me nervous.
I can't help it, though.
Go and pick them beans your mum asked for.
Right, Lee. How you doing, Joe?
Oh, great, kid. Yourself?
All right. Be a lot better if that blue hen of thine weren't flying today.
Tell you what I'll do, Roy. I'll sell you a couple of her eggs next season. How's that?
Is that a promise, Joe?
I said so, didn't I?
How much?
Oh, don't worry. I won't roast you.
I was hearing something at work today, Joe. I don't know how true it is, like. My mate at work, he flies with the same club as Albert Sears. I know Sears, don't I?
Aye, I know that bent bastard.
My mate reckons Sears is taking bets that your blue-pied hen won't come at first three. He's taking a stack of bets. If any pigeon man in South Yorkshire worth his salt knows that she's got to be odds-on favourite to win.
Well, Albert Sears is in for a bit of a shock, isn't he?
I should be careful, though, Joe. My mate was very surprised when I told him at centre. In fact, he told me to warn you to keep a sharp eye on her.
Why?
Because he said they'll have her killed if she wins this one. You listening, Joe?
Aye, more bloody ears.
What do you think?
I think blokes like Albert Sears are sick, that's what I think.
What we're going to do, Dad?
Don't you worry, son. We'll just have to have a word with your Uncle Jeff. He flies with Lane Top Club. You know our Jeff?
Yeah.
He's got two bloody great Alsatians. I'll go and have a word with him. Borrow Sam for a month or so. Oh, yes, they're in for a shock. They try out up here with Sam. Oh, he's a real nasty bastard.
It's a great idea, Dad. Sam will eat him alive.
I just can't understand so-called pigeon fanciers who kill a man's bird just out of sheer jealousy.
Yeah, it's not jealousy with them, though, is it, Joe? See, They're not the same as us, are they? We fly pigeons for sheer joy of it, don't we? OK, win some, lose some. But if we get a good one, I mean a real good one, like that blue-pied hen of thine, win a bit of cash. Just once, sorry, just bloody once. We're highly chuffed. Well, these money men, 10-bob millionaires, they want to be making a bloody profit all bloody time.
Ah, no, Roy, but to kill good birds.
I'm not saying they're all the same minds, but there's some proper shithouses amongst them.
Well, if I catch them, I'll bloody swing for them. I'm not kidding.
Dad, hey, Dad.
I don't believe it. It's her.
What?
It's her.
It's not her, it's a bloody stoggy.
You're not see a stoggy with style like that. You think I don't know my own birds?
It is a bloody Nora. It gets quicker.
"49 minutes in front of second bird. Oh, they don't stand thinking about, kid.
It's a right little speed merchant, is that little bugger.
You've got to give Joe Desmond his due. He knows how to keep his birds happy.
He does that.
Well, there's one thing about it. He's given that Quarry Edge club a kick up the arse.
Oh, yes, them scrap men have had it their own way for too long. Without Desmond, he's giving them some stick now.
He's won some cash this season.
He sticks to that old bike, though, doesn't he? He won't buy a flaming car.
Well, he's not a proud chap in our Joe. He'd manage on a pair of bloody roller skates if he had to.
Yeah.
Right then. Hey, you, shut your gobs, listen to Club Secretary.
Here's the result of today's water race, as if we didn't know. Anyhow, this is official. Ring number GB80J 57250. Time on wing, 9:52:12. First, J. Desmond and Son.
Well done, Joe, you dammy jammy bastard.
I understand the congratulations written you, Joe.
We're not time for a bet, are you? Hey, you, come and sit with winner.
There's not like modesty, is there? Thee watch out, lad. I'll be after thee next season.
After I sell you some good birds.
Ah, because I had some fast birds of my own then, weren't I?
I've got fast enough birds of my own now. Until morning.
Ring number GB
Oh, good.
Time on wing.
Another weepy, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. It's been ever so good. Where's your dad, Newbridge?
Yeah, left me to lock the pigeons up.
You're late, love.
You what, ma'am?
You're late home from Coops, love.
Oh, yeah, after my dad went to the boozer when the Mr. Regan's pigeons came back from the France race. I had trouble getting them in.
France race was on Saturday. It's Monday now.
Yeah, well, sometimes it does happen, doesn't it? I mean, a pigeon will get exhausted after a long race, goes down, scrounges something to eat and comes back home like.
Oh, poor little thing. Is it all right?
Yeah, once I got him in, fed him, right as a bobbin.
Are you sure?
I've known birds coming a week after a France race. It's a long way from France over water, you know.
Water, Lee, water.
Same difference, ma'am.
The time is now 9 o'clock. The next
Oh,
program
no, it's
on
not on to the
BBC One
side, is
is
it?
also being shown on
Afraid
BBC
so,
Two
love.
and ITV.
Oh, I'll go and see Mr. Regan, tell him his pigeons come back. Save him worrying about it later.
You'll have a job, love. He does nights regular and he goes at 8.
Oh, well, I'll tell Mrs. Regan then. She can tell him in the morning.
All right, don't stay long. Come straight home. You got school in the morning.
I won't be long, ma'am. I'll get some chips while I'm
Now
out.
follows the party political broadcast on behalf.
Oh, Joe. Oh, Joe. That's lovely. Oh, Joe.
You bastard. You bastard. You bastard.
Lee? Is that you, Lee?
You two been near my allotments?
What for, Joe?
Never mind what for. You been near my birds, have you?
It's free country, ain't it, Joe, lad? We've been for a walk round.
I like it up here.
On a clear day, you can see the white cliffs of bloody Dover.
And sometimes, just sometimes, you can see a pigeon winning a race. Even a ped race. Sometimes.
Yeah, bloody scrap men. Pigeon flyers. You know, piss and win, the pair of you. Oh, piss and bloody win. Lee? Lee! What's happened? Hey, is she...
Yeah, she's dead.
Bastards! Bloody scrapping, I'll bloody kill him! The touch to loose.
I killed her. I bloody killed her.
You?
Yeah, me. I don't want to fly with you no more. I don't know what not to do with you.
Why, son? What have I done that you should kill our blue hen, eh? Oh, for Christ's sake, tell me what... Why have you killed the finest racing bird that's ever lived? Hey, come on, Lee. I'd rather you smack me in the gob than see you like this.
You conned us both.
Con, what do you mean?
All this time you could have made me mum that you were a bird fancier.
You mean kidding? I'm a bird fancier. I've been for donkey's years.
I know what sort of bird it is. It's not this sort for sure.
What do you mean?
I went down to Mrs. Reagan's last night. The curtains were open.
You saw?
Yeah, I saw you with Mrs. Reagan. Nobody does a dirty on my mother. Nobody. Not even you.
Lee?
I don't need you. Find myself another partner. Because I'm a true bird fancier. Anyone will fly with me.
I don't know what to say, Dad. I just don't know what to say.
You only loved her for what you could get out of her. But you loved her in your own way. Now you know what it's like to lose someone you love. Me and my mum didn't want her. We just wanted you.
Joseph Desmond, you're drunk.
I'm drunk, love.
Oh, you can say that again.
I'm drunk, love.
Oh, very funny. What's the idea of this, then? You usually come home and change before going out on a binge.
I've decided.
Oh, have you? And what have you decided?
We are going to have a car.
Joe!
I've had a word with my pal Ernest, who happens to be in the motor car flogging trade, and he reckons if I call in there after work tomorrow, it ready, so I can have a brand new well, Thursday.
Oh, Joe, do you mean it? You're not just saying it because you're drunk?
No. I think it's about time I showed you and Arlie how much I love you.
Joe. You don't have to prove anything to us, love. We know you love us. I don't happen to be one of them silly women who burn their bra and then slink off every time the man they love steps out of line. I know you, Joseph. I'm not daft. You're a bird fancier. You always have been. But I love you in spite of everything. And I knew what I was taking on when I took you on. And I know where your true love lies and all. But don't go soft soaping me. And don't go telling tales. What the eye doesn't see, the heart doesn't grieve.
Hey, you know I love you both. I couldn't do without you.
We know, love.
Is how I lay in bed.
Yeah?
Is he all right? Is he upset or not?
Well, he were a bit quiet. Why?
I didn't think he'd told you.
Tell me what?
We've lost Blue Pardon.
Oh, no. How?
Right, we're all my fault.
We're none at sort.
Hello, son. I was just telling you, Mum.
Shut up, Dad. You're drunk. You know you talk daft when you're drunk.
Look, is someone going to tell me what happened to Blue Hen?
Go on, son. You tell her.
There's naught to tell, Ma'am. She's dead and that's that. She flew her blood to water for us. Now she's dead and that's why my dad's drunk.
I used her, you know, just like I used...
Shut up, Dad. There's no need. I killed her, Ma. It were... Well, any road, she's dead now, and that's that. Naught'll bring her back. Stop asking questions. My dad's drunk, and he's trying to cover up for me.
Oh, shut up, love. We know you loved her. Now, come on, how did she come to die?
I killed her, Ma'am. I stepped backwards on her, trod on her neck, broke it. Now leave me dad alone, please. He's been through enough for one day.
Been shopping for your mum, have you?
Yeah.
So have I. Straight from work.
Is it ours?
Aye, bought it yesterday.
Can we afford it, though?
Oh, sure, we got plenty of cash at the moment.
Yeah, but we haven't got Blue Pardon, though, have we?
Oh, we've still got young ones, though, haven't we, eh? I'll just have to start again. What I need is a good partner. Knows all about pigeons, just like me, and doesn't bother with other sorts of birds, just like me, from now on.
What about my mum?
Why, your mum's not a bird, is she? I mean, she's your mum.
She is that, Dad.
Do you happen to know a good partner?
Well, show 'em, won't we, Dad?
Aye. We're bloody sure how to raise pigeons with shoulder buggers.
Hey, Mum! Look, my dad's got us.
Hello, Roy.
Oh, I'll drop you some leeks round after. Maureen's fed up with them.
Oh, thanks. Hello, love.
Hello, what are you doing up here?
Oh, I just thought I'd walk up, see how your young birds are doing. What time they due?
Well, you know what young birds are, don't you? I mean, any bloody time will do.
Aye, they're not very reliable at first, are they, love?
No, they're only babbies. Difficult to tell us yet.
How many have you sent?
I've sent 10. Get them sorted out for back-end race.
Let's see, it's Kettering, 75 miles today, isn't it, love?
Aye. And our two strays, I'll pull their bloody necks.
Oh, listen to him, big bad Joe. You couldn't kill a fly, let alone a pigeon.
That's my bloody trouble.
Oh, get away with you. You've never been a flyer as kills off young birds just because they're not as fast as you think they should be. She's spoilt you, hasn't she?
Who?
You know what I mean.
Well, it just doesn't seem the same without her in there. He's missing her and all. Red cock. I've sent up two of her young uns. Little cock like him. Blue Pardon. Spitting image of her mother.
Well, you never know, love. Maybe she'll take after mother.
No chance.
Is there any sign of him, Dad?
No way, lad. We're not waiting for Blue Pardon, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, Lee. I didn't mean it. Hey, where you been, anyway? Not like you to go missing on race day.
Well, went to a lass's house.
Oh, courted, are we?
I met her last week. I've just been up to her house a couple of times, that's all.
Oh, what's her name, Lee? Do I know her?
You never guess, Mum.
Well, come on, let's be knowing.
Her name's Shirley, Mum, like you.
Oh, well, I never.
Hey, Got to be careful there, you know what these young birds are like.
Get out, Dad, it's not serious. There's one thing, though. Well, you said we're going to Skegness tomorrow. And you said Roy was looking after the pigeons.
Right.
Well, can Shirley come? Can she, Mum?
Oh, isn't he a crafty aper?
Well, there's plenty of room in the car, but has she asked her dad?
Oh, she asked him last night. He said it were up to you.
Yeah, sure, she can come. Of course she can come.
Here, Joe, stop messing. There's one flying solo there, and it's making a beeline straight for this coop.
Lee, Fantail, sit still, Shirley. It's her. It's her, good God, I don't believe it. My little blue-pied hen. Come on, darling. Come on. Come on, you little darling.
Pigeons are the best birds there are. I mean, when you come to think on it, they fly all the way over from France over lovely countryside and lot, just to come back to this coop.
You have to breed them, care for them, nurture them like a prize flower. Give them some love, then they really race for you.
Can you get a bird that stands out? And you know you can't lick it, so you just wait and try a bit harder. Then one day, boom, another bird beats it. That's what it's all about.
No amount of money can replace the thrill I get when that girl drops into that coop after a race, knowing she's miles in front of all the others. What a thrill, eh, lad? What an achievement. To see that from an egg to her. Got to know your bird, son. Give them plenty of love. They come back for more.
See a joy of it, don't you? Okay, win some, lose some. If we get a good one, I mean a real good one, like that blue-pied hen of thine, win a bit of cash. Just once, sir. Just bloody once. We're highly chuffed.
You only loved her for what you could get out of her, but you loved her in your own way. Now you know what it's like to lose someone you love.
It's her. It's her. Good God, I don't believe it. It's me little blue-pied hen.
Next week's play is The Exercise. 4 young army cadets set out on a military training manoeuvre that turns into a desperate fight for survival next Tuesday at...
Called 3 up to